At the heart of this captivating narrative are the Beale Papers, a trilogy of encoded numerical messages purportedly disclosing the whereabouts of an immense buried treasure laden with untold riches, concealed somewhere in Bedford County, Virginia. The second of the Beale Ciphers, unraveling the contents of the treasure trove, has been successfully deciphered. However, the first and third ciphers, believed to unveil the location, as well as the identities of the treasure's proprietors and their kin, remain enticingly beyond grasp, even after 2 centuries since the box was entrusted to an unassuming innkeeper in Lynchburg, Virginia. For those who embrace the authenticity of the Beale Cipher mystery, the promise of tens of millions of dollars worth of treasure lies hidden in the southwestern reaches of Virginia. Yet, the question lingers, is this a factual account or an intricately woven deception? For nearly a century and a half, the unparalleled treasure hunt has confounded the world. Who crafted the Beale Ciphers? Who was Thomas Beale? A treasure hunter, an adventurer, an enigma? Does an undiscovered treasure truly await, or is it an elaborate hoax from the 19th century? The enigma of the Beale treasure has perplexed the world since the late 19th century, inviting exploration into the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia in a quest to illuminate this truly mystifying mystery. The narrative of the Beale Ciphers unfolds circa 1820, introducing the mysterious character of Thomas J Beale, an individual whose life, much like the purportedly concealed treasure, remains veiled in uncertainty. As recounted in an anonymously authored 1885 pamphlet, which first brought the story to public attention, Beale and a group of adventurers stumbled upon a trove of riches out west, comprising gold, silver, and jewels. They transported it back to Virginia, where they buried it. In an act of profound trust or perhaps extreme paranoia, Beale encoded the location and details of this treasure into numeric ciphertexts, entrusting them to an innkeeper in Virginia. According to a contemporaneous account by the innkeeper, Mr. Robert Morris's, Beale informed him in 1822 that the box contained papers of value and importance. Beale is also purported to have instructed Morris's that if he or any associate failed to return within 10 years, Morris's should open the box. As detailed in the Beale Papers pamphlet, Beale informed Morris's that he would dispatch the key to decipher the codes in a letter to be sent from St. Louis. Regrettably, the anticipated letter never reached its destination. The unresolved question lingers: was it ever dispatched? The potential contents of that missing letter held the promise of definitively unraveling the enigma of the Beale Ciphers. In reality, Morris's refrained from opening the box until 1845, a span of 23 years after its entrusted safekeeping. Over the following 2 decades, he tirelessly attempted to decode the messages to no avail. Lacking any expertise in cryptography, Morris's found himself unable to penetrate the mystery of the codes despite his earnest endeavors. Faced with the realization that he could not decipher the Beale Ciphers on his own and with the weight of advancing age, Morris's entrusted a friend, an unnamed character in the narrative, with the clues to the Beale treasure, hoping that this individual might meet with better success. Fortune smiled upon this new custodian of the codes. Unlocking the second of the 3 ciphertexts hinged on a revelation linked to the Declaration of Independence. Through an oddly convoluted path, the unnamed individual deduced that the middle name of the enigmatic Thomas J. Beale was Jefferson. Given that President Thomas Jefferson was a primary author of the historic document, the Declaration of Independence was posited as the key to the Beale cipher. This proposition, however, raises more questions than it resolves. Nevertheless, the individual's deduction proved, somewhat surprisingly, accurate. Each number in the second code corresponded to the initial letter of a word in the renowned document. The decrypted translation of the second of the Beale ciphers unfolded as follows. I have deposited in the county of Bedford, about 4 miles from Beaufort's, in an excavation or vault, 6 feet below the surface of the ground, the following articles, belonging jointly to the parties whose names are given in number 3, herewith. The first deposit consisted of 1,014 pounds of gold, and 3,812 pounds of silver, deposited November 1819. The second was made Dec. 1821, and consisted of 1,907 pounds of gold, and 1,288 of silver, also jewels obtained in St. Louis in exchange to save transportation, and valued at $13,000. The above is securely packed in iron pots, with iron covers. The vault is roughly lined with stone, and the vessels rest on solid stone, and are covered with others. Paper number 1 describes the exact locality of the vault, so that no difficulty will be had in finding it. Unfortunately, employing the Declaration of Independence as the Beale cipher key for codes 1 and 3 yielded no breakthrough. From novice metal detector enthusiasts to some of the world's foremost cryptanalysts, thousands have attempted to crack the code and pinpoint the elusive Beale treasure. To date, none have claimed success, at least publicly. The enduring mystery of the Beale ciphers has spawned various theories over the years. Advocates of the authenticity of the Beale papers insist that a substantial treasure, mirroring the description in the deciphered second cipher, lies buried somewhere in Bedford County, Virginia. According to these enthusiasts and treasure hunters, the fully decoded ciphers hold the key to the precise location. Skeptics, on the other hand, contend that the entire Beale Cipher's narrative is an intricate deception or puzzle. They highlight the absence of corroborating historical evidence supporting the existence of Thomas J. Beale or any documented account of the transportation and burial of such a significant treasure. Indeed, historians and researchers have yet to definitively establish the existence of Thomas Beale. As the 1885 pamphlet stands as the central source for the entire narrative, certain individuals theorize that the story, possibly nothing more than a skillfully crafted fiction, served as a concoction aimed at enhancing the pamphlet's sales. Priced at 50 cents, the complete title of the pamphlet reads, "The Beale Papers, containing authentic statements regarding the treasure buried 1819 and 1821 near Beaufords, in Bedford County, Virginia, and which has never been recovered." An alternative theory suggests that the unsolved ciphers could be rooted in an original, uncomplicated code or perhaps a misinterpretation of the coding system, rendering traditional decryption attempts futile. If accurate, this would pose a significant challenge to deciphering the codes conventionally. According to the narrative, Morrises may never have received the promised key to the ciphers from Beale. Some speculate that without this key, the ciphers could remain permanently indecipherable. Another line of thought proposes that the Beale ciphers and their surrounding narrative were crafted in the 19th century as either a hoax or a form of entertainment. Advocates of this theory point to linguistic and historical inconsistencies in the documents as supporting evidence. Certain cryptanalysts, while acknowledging the potential for a hoax, entertain the idea that a concealed message or moral lesson might be embedded within the ciphers, intended to be unveiled, rather than serving as instructions to discover a cache of physical treasure. The enigmatic Beale ciphers have captivated the imaginations of historians, cryptanalysts, and treasure hunters, weaving a mesmerizing tale of buried riches, cryptic messages, and the elusive figure of Thomas J. Beale. At its core, this narrative embodies the timeless pursuit of discovery and the magnetic pull of hidden wealth. Despite the tireless efforts of numerous enthusiasts, the mystery persists, enveloped in veils of speculation, optimism, and doubt. As the pages of time unfurl, the legend of the Beale ciphers stands as a perplexing chapter in the rich tapestry of American folklore.